Good day, mates. We are the Halted. I'm Maddie, Liverpool supporter, but not Arne Slots.
Hi guys, I'm Ish, fan of Japan nowadays after the draw of
Nowadays.
Mr. United, man.
Hi guys, meet here, Gunner for life.
Hey, Kelvin, Leeds United fan.
That's,
All right,
if you
man.
didn't give the thumbs up, I thought you were quite sad after a very
Oh, no,
positive
no,
2
no. I'm very
weeks.
happy with this week. Fantastic.
we we are back because we had midweek games and we still have another game that's going to go on like in a couple of hours time, but we are here to wrap up game week 25 and 26. Heikel's not here because we are recording at 11:20, so it's now about 2:20 for him. Nitin is not here because after Thomas Frank got sacked, he's not not feeling well with the news. So that's where we're gonna start. Not Spurs, but two sackings in a couple of days. Thomas Frank got sacked, and this morning Sean Dyche got sacked. So how many managers has it been this season? Amorim, Thomas Frank, Sean Dyche,
Maresca.
Chelsea sacked some guys, right?
Maresca.
Maresca, hoping on a slot, but it's not happening yet for me.
Not happening.
I feel like there's more. Oh, Nuno got sacked
Oh yeah,
from
Nuno got sacked.
Forest this
Correct.
year,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Vito
Nuno got
Pereira also
the
got sacked.
Wolves
He has a
guy.
new job
seven
soon coming.
sackings, man. It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy. What do you guys feel of Thomas Frank sacking?
I feel good.
No, I
Yeah.
think he was coming lah.
Yeah.
Like you can see he lost the dressing room. I don't know whether you guys actually saw his halftime team talks. Like honestly, I feel our ST coaches right can do a better job hyping a team up. It's really damn bad. Like, and the players like not looking at him, like he's talking, he's trying to speak, then the players like bowl lion. So I think he had really lost the dressing room, I feel. Like it was just a matter of time. Then Nitin kept on pointing out, right, how he keep on calling the fans out for no reason. And
Yeah.
then saying, but his team is not performing. He promised to play a very attacking football. And they had what? I remember there was some ridiculous, like they only played 3 through balls in like 7-8 games. And yeah, I mean, overall, I think it was not working for him. Maybe the job is too big for him.
So we have live updates from Nitin. So this is Nitin's words when we asked him what happened and what does he feel about Thomas Frank. So Nitin said, well deserved lah. Fella was a PR disaster from the start. Never knew what to say to connect with the fans, kept trying to blame the fans as well. Wish him well, but was never a good fit for us. So his preference until the end of the season will be Ryan Mason. I think that happened before. Kelvin is smacking his face. Or Heitinger, logically.
Holy shit.
Illogically, Harry Redknapp. Out of these three guys, right, who do you guys think can steer the ship for Spurs to prevent
You
them
want me to
from
start?
relegating? Yeah, bro, go ahead.
I want him to get Ryan Mason because I've seen Ryan Mason manage up front and up close at West Brom. If they
When you
appoint
say
Ryan Mason,
you want him to get in, this is
oh
in
yeah,
bad faith, bro.
this is I'm all about the Tottenham relegation train now. Let's get them fully. Let's get the train chucking along, man. He wants Ryan Mason, yeah, because that guy was, yeah, he was not good. I mean, what I don't get why he wants Ryan Mason. Like he was
Ryan Mason
he
had a
sucked.
stint at
A s-
Spurs as interim
a
before,
stint
right?
that Spurs now is totally different from what is
Oh,
needed.
yeah, correct.
Ryan Mason coming in now at this time while you're in the midst of a relegation battle is, I don't think he has the players, to like have the fight for this.
The
I mean, you
previous
got a
time round,
captain who's a dumbass.
the previous time round he had the Hurricanes and all that, right? The Son.
Yeah.
We will talk about the captain,
Yeah.
Spurs dumbest captain, definitely. So meet we were talking on our group chat, right? Who do you think Spurs should go for in summer? I mean, now, provided they don't get relegated lah, who do you think they should go for?
I think for me it should be Nagelsmann or Alonso. That's what I feel if they really want to return back to the glory days. But bro, it's not easy, bro. They have got dirt and problems and toxicity on multiple levels and multiple surfaces. You clean up one layer and you look up and you look below, you realize that it's still toxic, there's still poison. I
Yeah.
think the club needs to reboot completely and give it a few years, because otherwise it's not going to really solve the problem. They tried it with Conte, Mourinho, they brought in big profile managers. It didn't really work. And I just think that, like, the club has gone back several years. They won the Europa League last season. They were supposed to kick on from it, but clearly they didn't. And like, I think Ange Postecoglou came out of the overlap today and was speaking.
Mhm.
He was just like speaking facts, man. He was just shitting on the club and telling so many stuff. And one of the things that he was saying is that throughout the whole stadium, it says "to dare is to do." You know, their motto, "to dare is to do." But
Mhm.
they are the complete antidote of that. They don't
Yeah.
dare to do anything. In the transfer market, they don't dare to do anything. They don't dare to change the culture of the club. They don't dare to hire the correct captain. They don't dare to play an attacking brand of football. They don't dare to compete. I mean, maybe I'm a bit harsh because of the Arsenal bias towards it, but I just think that, you know, when we call the big six out, Spurs, I don't know, man. I just feel that it's so poor. They're just there for the purpose of it, to make up the
Bottom
numbers.
6.
I remember when Arsenal finished 5th and we lost out to Spurs for the Champions League spot. The next
Oh
season
yeah,
we
that's
went on to buy Jesus and Zinchenko. We put them on crazy amount of money and everything. And it kind of was a turn in our fortunes. We had to spend before we could see some form of improvement in the pitch. But for Spurs, even their purchases are so poor, man. Like, I just feel, when is the last time Spurs bought a player that you guys say had kicked it off in the league or made a mark in the league? I don't know.
Solanke lah, probably
yeah.
last.
Even
But I
Solanke,
think
we are pushing it, bro. Even Solanke, we are really pushing it. Like, Solanke is a good forward. Don't get me wrong. He did well at Bournemouth. But you want to compete in the Champions League and, you know, make the Champions League from the league positions every year. Do you think Solanke is your answer? Just compare with all the other strikers that our teams have. Each of our team have got at least, barring Kel, each of our team have got at least 2 forward options. Sesko and Mbuemo, or if you may say, Ekitiki and Isak. For us, there's Gyökeres and Jesus and Havertz or whoever it is. But for Spurs, it's just Solanke and I just
Richarlison,
feel,
bro. How you forgetting Richarlison?
oh my god,
Yeah, we
don't.
purposely forgetting, bro.
But I think with in defense of I'm not going to in defense of the owners or whatsoever. It's a very hard task for Spurs to get on the overlap. Ange Postecoglou said after his first season, he wanted a number of Premier League proven players like Mark Gahey, Mbemo, Pedro Neto. I
Semenyo.
remember, just Semenyo, right? Right, he wanted Semenyo, but in in defense, if these players were available, and then the other big five will definitely go in for these players, right? So it'd be hard for them to get like these players. I feel like for Spurs it might be like maybe you luck out, like you get a Harry Kane and then you luck out from that,
No,
rather than the
but
big players.
like, Mehdi, I feel like like if you don't fuck about in the transfer season,
Mm,
right? For example, you go to Brentford for Mbuemo example, right?
mm,
And you say, look, I'm going to pay you 70. Okay,
mm.
market price is 65. I'm going to pay you 70. Let's get this over the line. You think Brentford won't accept me?
I think they tried that, right? But I think Mbemo had a preference to go to United.
Mbuemo
No?
had a preference to come, but then if they were to pay over, right,
Mhm.
and give him a nice package, right, I'm telling you, players most likely will go. And the
But
thing
I
is,
think
throughout
when
one thing,
like a United comes knocking
lah,
for
I mean-
you, and then because that's the problem. Like to get even we were talking about Eze, right? No matter how badly he's been used at Arsenal, it's the same thing. Like they were so odds on to get Eze, and then Arsenal came in, and then it was over. It's like then now they were rushing for Xavi Simons, who is a great player. No, don't get me wrong, but if I think it would have worked better with Eze for them than Xavi Simons, because it's still like work in progress when it comes to Xavi Simons. Eze knows the league in a way, right? So I think in that sense they're going to miss out. Yeah, it's going to happen again. If they if they go in for a summer for like a Adam Wharton, if they try, for example, and then somebody else tries it and the other team is going to get it, right? Like unless they go for like a Alex Scott, for example, from Bournemouth, maybe nobody is like looking at him unless it's Chelsea because Chelsea like to collect young boys. So I don't know.
Epstein file.
Epstein.
Epstein files. The Chelsea must be investigated. And on the other side of it is Sean Dyche. I think Mr. Marinakis has lost his goddamn mind to sack him when they are 17th. Sean Dyche is one guy that can get you over the line.
Keep you
Who-
afloat lah.
Who are they looking at now? Is there
Vito
They are
anybody?
getting
Pereira.
Vito Pereira.
The guy that Wolves sacked because they
Yeah.
felt that he wasn't good enough to help Wolves to
It's
prevent
crazy, yeah, the
relegation.
world we live in now.
Bro, fella got 2 points out of like 8 games or 9 games or some shit.
And
Think
then
of
he's
that.
expecting them. I hope they go down, because Cal, although I know you want West Ham to go down, right? But
No,
Mr.
lah, Tottenham also
Marinakis,
can, no problem.
I feel like Mr. Marinakis deserves to go down because he's so
Yeah, that
full
guy
of
is
himself.
goddamn
I feel
crazy,
like
lah.
he should just
He's an
go down.
egomaniac lah, bro. This guy is too... Like, he thinks he can meddle in everything about
Everything,
the club.
right? Yeah, I mean,
You shouldn't
he
lah,
has
as a
done
owner,
so far.
But
so
okay,
far.
like, at least I'd rather that than your owner come and say about immigration. Have you guys seen Radcliffe talking about how they are being colonized in the UK and all this? It's
For
crazy
real?
stuff. Bro, honestly, he came out and said that in UK we are being colonized and there are too many immigrants, and then like the whole world. Apparently the news just came out. I just got it at the live score, right? FA reviews
Live score
Radcliffe's
number,
comments. Man United co-owner could face actions about after controversial immigration remarks.
They're gonna deviate everything to any other place that they can because a lot of their royal family members are in the Epstein files also. So
Right.
now they
Yeah.
should just attack.
No, but then
like,
you see, this
like-
piece of shit, right? It stays in Monaco, doesn't even pay the taxes in the UK. Then fella talking about immigration. Like, and then he comes out and like say some ridiculous stats. Like, for example, in the last 3 years, the immigrants have gone up by 13 million or some shit.
What the
Then,
hell? Is he running
then
for
it's-
elections or something?
Bro, I don't know what the hell he's talking about because everything is factually wrong.
Bro,
So I don't know where he's plucking the
you
numbers.
hit the nail on the head. They don't know what the fuck they are talking about. Just
Really,
don't
they don't
bother
know.
listening to whatever the
And then,
fuck they're saying.
he related to United, He said, yeah, that's why I have to make some difficult decisions, like how the government should be making difficult decisions. Shut the fuck up,
What's
bro.
going on, Chia?
Bro,
But one
honestly,
thing
I
he
don't
got
understand.
right, and because this is a double game week before we go into politics,
Yeah, sorry,
is
guys.
what they did right to sack Ruben Amorim and got Michael Carrick, and Michael Carrick is up and running well because there were 2 game weeks. So we'll do number 1 first, which is Man United's game against Spurs. It's a 2-0 victory. So that means it's the stats, right? So I was looking for stats. Of course, Ish, I'm going to let you take away about this game.
No,
So
go
some
on, go on.
interesting stats that I got from this game was United's first win against Spurs in 3 years, which was helped by the dumbass captain we were talking about earlier, Romero's red card. It was Michael Carrick's 4th straight win, and these wins were against big teams. So it started off at City, right? City, and then Arsenal, and then what was the next? Fulham, and then Spurs. And in with this game, it was Spurs' 6th winless game. So Ish, what do you make of that game? The red card, do you feel that if Romero did not do the dumbest thing that he did, it would have been a tougher game, or do
Oh,
you
100%, man.
think-
Actually, now they say, like, before the red card, right, they're actually pinning us back, Spurs.
Mhm.
Then I was like, wow, I felt a bit uncomfortable because the last 3 games, we kind of did very well
Yeah,
going into it. Then I know Spurs is going to be a game because we have not won them in like
3 years,
like,
bro.
3 years. But then I'm talking about the last season, we played them 4 times and we
Mhm.
lost 4 times, right?
How
So
many
it's
times have you
ridiculous.
lost against winless against them, CL, in 3 years? That means would
Bro,
have been like 4 games
last season
2.
itself we lost 4, so probably like 6-7 games we haven't win. But then again, they were wounded lah. They had a lot of injuries and all that. But I feel I like the approach of what this Carrick's approach to the games lah, right? So
Mhm.
for the Spurs game, can't remember who scored the first one. Was it Mbemo?
Yeah, Mbemo scored
Mbemo.
first.
Mbemo scored, right?
Mbemo scored, yeah.
But then the moment the red card happened, right, I know that it's done. I mean, they are done already. Because right prior to the red card, right, we started to settle into the game.
Mhm.
And which is weird because it's at Old Trafford. We shouldn't be settling. They should be the ones who are settling in. But anyways, not every game can be perfect. But it was very well set up. I mean, he didn't change the team, the West for the
Spurs
Spurs
right?
game, right? And why change something that, why fix something that's not broken, right? So
Mhm.
overall, it was good. Like Mino was superb again. Like he
Yeah.
was all over the pitch, and then he really like control the game lah. Like I was surprised because there was like Benton. No, sorry, there was what's his name? Conor Gallagher, right? Because he and
Mhm.
Gallagher, right, got this beef one, bro. Because he displaced he displaced Conor from the team in the Euro
English,
finals,
yeah.
the English squad. And the whole season we were linked to him and stuff. So I guess to him it was like a more of a vengeance game lah. It's like this match I better better perform, and which he did lah, right? And the centre backs looked compact again. Like this Maguire and Martinez completely shut down Solanke. He didn't have anything.
Yeah.
He couldn't do nothing at all, right? Overall, very, very controlled game. I never felt we were out of control in that game at all. Good signs. I mean, I was very happy to see, back to the winning ways at Old Trafford, Fergie with a smile at the end of the game.
Mhm.
Overall, very good vibes. And yeah, I mean, that game, but that particular game, I was very happy.
The title
What?
charge was alive and well after
Title
that
charge,
game.
we were 12 points behind, and my dumbass friends, will fucking feed me with all these nonsense things, right? Like, yeah, Arsenal gonna lose the next 3 games, after that we'll be top. Mr. Pradik, I'm talking about you if you're watching the stupid pod, okay? You
Wow,
idiot.
Pradeep said that. Wow.
Pradik will say, okay? He will say
Wow.
all these things, okay? And then which dumbass will get excited? Me. Okay?
you believe the title charge was
No,
on?
I didn't lah. I didn't lah. But I just like,
He
you
got
get
swept
excited,
up, like he
right?
got swept up with the emotions.
Bro, you feel like what? Like, you
Michael
feel like
Carrick
what?
had you
Excited.
feeling all types of way. Before we move to
But,
the next game after
yeah.
that, which happened, whereby your title charge was halted. For Spurs, Romero basically messed the game up for them, and it's not the first time because he
7
did
red
the
cards.
same against Liverpool as well. Got a red there, and he's now on a 4-game suspension, which
Yeah.
might be a good thing for for Spurs because
Yeah, I think so.
this guy is just like a loose cannon all the time, costs them games. Although he's the one that scores like important goals,
But he
but
came out guns blazing, right, that week, saying like a lot of
yeah, that
nonsense
made
on
it.
his IG.
We were just talking about it just before it, right? He had
Yeah.
a lot of comments about the ownership and how they are only in for themselves and all that. And then you can do that. Well, how many minutes was it? 20 plus 30 minutes?
27, I think 27 or 38.
But before that challenge also went in, he went in for a few before that. You could see this guy was like on the edge. Like
He was
I was
gonna do
like, why
something
are you
stupid.
going for? Then I was like, damn, why? There was one
not
I
sure.
remember. He was like, I don't think you need to make that tackle that hard at that moment.
But if
This
he
was-
if he
yeah.
stayed, I tell you, if he stayed on the pitch, right, it would have been it was a very, very close game,
That's
It was
the
going to
problem
be a very close game.
with him at the moment. Like, you need him to. If he stays on, there's every possibility he gets a goal. But then you
Yeah.
cannot depend on him because
He's a loose
more
cannon.
does some dumb thing. So with this, he's now on a 4-game suspension. Usually it's a 3 for violent conduct, but this being the second red card of the season, I think. And
He has
then
7
he's
red
been-
cards, in the Premier League.
7
Most
red
of
cards.
most of any players
Wow,
ever since. he-
Sergio Ramos regen.
Ramos, my best friend.
It's the white jersey lah.
And also,
So-
I want to bro, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Carry on. You were saying what?
No, go ahead.
No, I think like we missed the pace that Dogu provided in the first 3
Oh
games.
yeah.
I'm not like nothing against Cunha. I mean, he's brilliant, but we are missing that direct play. Like
Mhm.
there's a run behind, and also Sesko has been very, very good. To me, he has came on. Even the second goal, the Bruno one, right? Like he tried to hit the ball, and then like he provides a threat in the box, And then Bruno, being Bruno, a fantastic goal. Also shout out to Mr. Tyler Fletcher, Mr. 39, jersey number 39 from Scotland. So it's Jack's brother, right? One of the Fletcher twins. So this brother actually, a fun fact, one of the brother plays for England, the other brother plays for Scotland.
What's this, man?
No, so they chose lah. So the guy, I think Darren is Scottish, right?
Scottish. Yeah.
Then the mom is bit like English, I think. So Jack chose the English route. Then Tyler chose this one. So, but honestly, although he just came in for like 4 or 5 minutes, I liked, like he looked very composed on the ball. Like he made good passes, like confident, like as compared to his brother Jack, who I felt a bit like he was a bit kanchong.
Play them lah, bro.
To be
Either
fair, it was
from the
4
start.
5 minutes with 10 men lah. Nobody was gonna press him also lah.
True.
Yeah, lah. True,
Just
true.
saying
I
lah.
mean,
Just
Romero
saying.
was in,
Just to
we would have
temper
him.
your. Yeah, but I'm sure he's a good player. Yeah.
no, as in like these boys are quite rated lah, highly rated, right? So
They were from
but-
City's
they're
academy, right?
they're from City Academy, then they came over. But at the same time, it's nice for me, always nice to see, and he was replaced for Kobe lah, right?
Yeah.
One
I
academy
think-
graduate for the another. So it's good lah. I mean, this is how I wanted our youth to be integrated.
I mean, you're always
not
gonna
to
get
play-
that with like a ex-player manager. I mean, he
No, I mean Ruben also did give chance to the Fletcher boy.
Fletcher boy.
Not only Shea Lacey also got his chance under Ruben
Yeah.
and all that. But I think
But bro,
it's-
you're
it's good
forgetting
lah.
that Ruben didn't give the most valuable.
Well, I never understand. I
Youth
think
that
we need to hire him again to sack him, bro, for that offense. It's really more and
sackable
more,
offense.
right? Bro, really, like, we need to hire him just to fire him again, okay? Because there's some, like, proper, like, Al-Qaeda shit, bro. Bro, I
So-
tell you, well, I was just talking to Kel about this earlier, Matt. I don't know whether you agree with me, but that 3-back system that he had, right, which was so stubborn not to change, in that system, Kobe cannot play. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, I think I've said from
The start,
from
like,
the
you always
first
correct. From
time
the
that
get-go,
he
yeah, you did
dropped
mention
Kobe,
this.
right? He's not a Ruben Amorim player. Of course, then you can go into it and say like, Ugarte is not as good as Kobe. Casemiro is a bit aging, but like he's what I think I alluded to the like Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones is good on the ball, right? But Slot will never play him.
Right.
Like Klopp used to like him, but Slot just will not play him. I feel like it was the same with Kobe and Amorim. Like
It's damn
these
sad
guys
lah,
are not
the way-
they are not
No,
physical
but
players.
Amorim didn't have the players to do
Yeah,
that
that's the
system.
worst.
You are expecting Dalo to overlap, ah. Bro, I saw in the game the West Ham game. This one I just have to highlight lah, because this is how fucked up Dalo is. Diallo is like telling him, hey, dude,
Go.
run,
Run,
overlap
yeah.
me. Fuck, he didn't want to do that. He just like,
Oh, bro, is this guy is back to default setting? Later I'll talk about that.
you cannot play
But-
that system when you
the-
have a defender like Dalo.
You cannot,
Lazy,
bro, you
no
cannot.
quality.
No,
That's
but you
the
see,
thing.
I feel like the whole Kobe thing, right? My criticism of him was he's not physical enough. He doesn't do defensively enough. But he has proven me wrong 5 weeks in a row.
But that's the
His
thing. Like
defensive work is
you're not-
crazy.
I mean,
Motivation,
you do
bro. He's
have
not motivated to
be-
play for
Yeah.
Amorim.
Ruben
Must
lah.
understand.
Yeah,
He wanted to
Yeah.
leave. I think
Yeah.
Yeti dead on wanted to leave, but we
Yeah.
will move into the next game where the title charge was halted. West
Oh,
Ham.
man.
West
I
Ham.
tell you, that
Before
game
we
is-
go into the game, right? So this, I
God
was
damn
talking to
it.
Meet and Kel also before we started recording. So the haircut is not happening. So
Fuck
what
that
is
prank
your
lah.
what is your thought on this guy
Fuck that
UnitedStrand?
guy.
Because it's mixed. I think Wayne Rooney criticized him,
I cannot stand him.
criticized him, but the content creation community, the content creators, saying why you hating on a guy that he's making content. End of the day, I think this West Ham game, some things that I read. He was doing the watch along, right? At some
Yeah.
point in this watch along, I think he had like 100,000 people watching him watch the game. So
That shows our society is in trouble, no?
yeah.
If you're
Our
watching
soci-
along for that kind of shit.
Our society has
Not
been in
So that
trouble
is
for a very
fucked
long
for a
time,
long
bro.
time, bro.
Epstein
Yeah,
has been
bro.
doing all sorts of things in this sense.
Stamford Bridge.
At
You know what? I would pay to watch if like a bunch of people came over and held him down and cut his hair. I pay.
without
I watch.
without him without Man U
No,
winning 5 games.
without winning the 5 games, and they're
So
on like
Ish,
a 4-game losing streak, and then they cut.
what's your thought on this UnitedStrand guy?
No, it was funny lah, right? Initially, it's like, wow, what a joke, what a joke. But then, right, it has become to the point, right, where you win out of 5 games, you win 4, you draw 1, right? The whole thing becomes like, wow, United are shit.
Right.
Because, and to me, it's like, what the hell is going on? Since when has out of 5 games, you out of 15 points, you get 13 points? How is it a bad thing? And the whole world is more fixated on this guy. But I don't blame him lah. But same time, bro, it's like, who the
Not
fuck
just
knew
the-
United is going to be so shit?
Not
Right.
just the whole world being fixated. So West Ham after the game decided to mock this.
Oh, the
And,
balls on
uh,
them. I cannot.
Can you
If they
believe
get
it
relegated.
that West Ham are 18th in the table and they drew this game, and then they are having haircuts and mocking a guy whose team is currently fourth, right? You guys are fourth, right? How the
What
hell?
is going on?
Bro, that's why I don't get it. Now you know why we sold
I
Somerville, right? He's a douchebag.
really no
Crap
shame,
like
no.
this.
But okay, lah, I mean, okay, lah, no hate on a guy, lah. But it's just that I find it's not him
It's
that's annoying me.
It is annoying.
You know
right?
what I mean? Like, it's just the whole thing is annoying to me, lah. Like, and then he's in too deep because now he cannot do anything about it. He has 1 million followers on IG, making fuck tons of money, I'm assuming, or through ads. Nico did an ad with him, Nico from NDL.
Bro, Gerard Piqué was in an ad with him this morning, yeah, I saw.
Crazy.
But
Crazy,
I
he's
think
yeah.
he, deep down, he was happy that you guys didn't win the
Oh,
fifth game.
100%. There's a
Because I
video of
think
him,
so,
bro. I
yeah.
sent you, right? He like that, then he like subtle laugh, bro, fucker.
Because
Then I
Like
see the
the
video.
player, you know, who they lie down, then they pretend they're in pain, but then actually they like,
Yeah, correct.
if
Like that,
they
bro.
won that game,
His career finished.
his hair has been cut. What next for him? There's just nothing, right? But now he will go on forever because for example, when did Arsenal win 5 games in a row last?
I think early this season, October, we did 5 in a row. But it's extremely
Yeah, I think
difficult, bro. It's not easy. It's
Right.
really, really not easy. You're setting yourself up for failure, you know, if you are setting up something
Is
like
it
that.
a failure, bro?
Yeah.
For him not to, he's not going to cut his hair. And imagine the longer it gets, the more
Yeah.
absurd it gets, the
No.
more followers. Right.
But boys, I don't know about you boys, but for me, I respect the grind, man. You got to do what you got to do. If you came up with an interesting concept and an interesting idea, and you felt that you want to do it this way to earn your dough, I mean, go for it. Like, as long as it's nothing too outrageous and everything, I'm okay against it. And I come from a football club that has got the weirdest fellas online. All right, my football club has got the weirdest online fan base who really spout nonsense so that they get clicks and to bait people in. So I don't really take much offense to it. I think that's how football is, you know, with all this content. Like, after a long day at work, come back home and I like to switch on my YouTube and watch podcasts or watch football content.
Yeah.
It makes it interesting, gives it a bit of edge and a bit of banter. So I respect it, but I agree with what Ish says as well. It's kind of attracting unnecessary attention onto the club that has done really well, getting 4 wins and 1 draw. But now it doesn't really look like that because it looks like, hey, you have failed because of this guy.
Yeah.
So I think it's very important
That's
to
the
just
thing, man.
compartmentalize these things into different entities altogether. And
Can you believe they
Yeah.
asked Michael Carrick about it?
They did.
no,
Right, they asked him.
I agree with it, bro. Because the barber needs an answer. The barber has booked. What are we going to answer the barber, bro? Okay,
You know, the barber was there with him at the watch along.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
after
he
the
was
win
with his
straight away
barber.
cut.
No, he was
No,
with
bro.
the barber.
After
on
the
the
win,
spot.
he went to the West Ham team because
After party,
all of them had a haircut after the
someone
game.
should superimpose him at the background of that video.
I don't know whether
yeah, I mean,
you
I
guys
think-
are. I don't know whether you guys are able to see this. I'm trying to show it on the screen. Are you able to see this?
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
Oh, okay.
the Mbappe, the see the World Cup.
with the
Is it
clipper and
not
the
like shit,
razor.
bro?
Yeah, the shaver and the razor and all.
Hey, but good on him, man. Mate, you're right, lah. As in, grind is a grind. Fella is making banks, capitalizing, but it's not going well with the United fans, like match-going fans, lah, because he has
I
been
think he was
assaulted at
attacked
Old
once,
Trafford.
right?
No, even like recently also he kena again. Like they
They
say,
pull
fucking
his
get the
hair
fuck
and
out of Old Trafford. You
what.
cannot enter. So like he's facing all this kind of. So also pity the fella, lah. You know, like who knew that this ridiculous thing will become until like that? But that's online sensation,
Yeah.
right? I
Bro,
guess that's social media for you.
do you okay?
But the
So
sad part of
you
it,
know the
yeah.
people who are, sorry, bro. You go ahead.
No. I just wanted to say that every time United got close to him getting a haircut, they can't seem to get the job done. So maybe it's like a jinx, bro. Go and just get him to shave. Because I remember during Amorim's time, you guys had a 3-game win,
We
and
win
then the
3 games in a row. Yeah.
next two game was like so winnable, and then you guys
But we
couldn't get
lost.
it. Yeah,
Lost or
right.
drew. Yeah. The
So
October,
Meet,
the one we win.
what were you saying?
No, I was saying that the only group of like influencers or social media creators who I will never ever be able to go on board with are those who actually bash their own club for likes
Mm.
and they purposefully do that. You know, when their team loses, that's the only one I cannot get on board with it. But even for them, I respect the grind. I'm not going to be sitting down here and saying, you know, you're bad or what. But just that I
Yeah.
cannot really get on board with that, because for you, if you love something so much, you will naturally feel very sad when they do not make it, right? At that point of time, you would not be thinking of like making content that bashes that thing that you love so much to earn revenue. I might be wrong, guys. I'm just thinking.
Well, I mean, I agree with it, lah. Like, I could never ever bet on against my own team, but I know people who do.
Yeah.
You know, like I know people who will bet against their own teams, like literally. They're like, huh? I could never like the thought of it doesn't. But maybe because we are loyal to our clubs, lah. Some people
Yeah.
are more loyal to money, I guess, right?
Some people are more realistic in that sense, I guess.
Yeah.
So this UnitedStrand aside, so this game, I had you guys winning. You know what? You know we have this game where we predict right.
God damn it.
I actually typed in 1-1. Then
Mm.
after that I keyed in Sesko as the star player. And then
Yeah.
after that I was like, you know where United are, where West Ham are, then I erased the thing and then I predicted. I think did all of us predict a United win?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
what happened?
Yes.
So what happened in this game is I think you guys had a 90 plus 5, is it? Sesko scored 90 plus 5.
95th minute. Yeah.
I feel like West Ham could have wrapped the game up before you guys scored because you guys were attacking and then leaving all sorts of,
Lenny saved the day, lah.
right, all
Twice.
sorts of
Yeah.
spaces at the back. So what happened in this game that stopped the Michael Carrick train, bro?
It was from the get-go already the lack of intensity the players had, right? This game, I do not know why it was like that. Maybe you guys are right when you guys say that if United really plays 2 games in a week, they play like shit and they don't have the players for it. Okay, so from the get-go already, I can see that the fact that they play a Saturday night game, right? The players were very, very lethargic. You know, like this the kind of game, right? Someone like Patrick Dogu would have helped a bit because of the intensity going up and down. From the get-go, I felt this game, Mbeumo shouldn't have been on top. I think this is the game where we should have started Sesko. I was saying this in the group chat, right? I said, okay, this is the game I think Sesko should start because West Ham are actually on a rich vein of form. They have won 4 out of their last 5 games. And I knew going into the West Ham, the London Stadium, it's going to be a difficult game. But I didn't expect it to be like this because what they did, right, is they were so compact. They didn't play a low block, actually. They played a mid block. But the mid block made sure that all our midfielders, right, are completely, there's no pass. There's no out ball. They really, like, made the pitch very, very small for us. So I was thinking if that's the case, right, then why not bring on Sesko early? Like in my mind, like, okay, second half, like react, then bring in Sesko early. And then perhaps, we can open up the field because he can win the headers, right? And then someone can bounce off him and make that run behind. I felt, shout out to this guy, the Fernandes guy, the West Ham. I think it's good, yeah.
He's a good player, man.
Bro, he controlled the midfield versus our
he's
midfield.
solid,
And
solid.
that game, I knew Maguire is going to get not bullied lah. I think he was going to have a problem because he doesn't really have the pace to run back,
Yeah.
And they kept on trying to like draw us into the tackle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we lose the ball and they try to counter. Shout out to Yoro because without him, we would have completely gotten better 3-0 lah. Because there were twice where he made those like, and I'm
the
glad
last
Carrick
minute.
saw it. I'm glad Carrick saw that, okay, it's time to bring out Harry because we are going to get countered like that.
Mm-hmm.
Harry was injured. He was brought
Harry
off
was
because
injured,
he
hamstring.
injured,
He got
hamstring,
he got hamstring injury. But good to
Yeah.
see Lenny back in form. When it's just 30 minutes against West Ham, who are relegation. But then I don't see them as a relegation fodder, you know what I mean? Because the last 5 games, 6 games they have, if you watch them play, they really will.
Kel would like to
No,
disagree
they are
with
in a
that
relegation
statement.
battle. No, they are. I'm not shitting on them now currently. As much as I dislike them,
Currently,
their run
bro.
of their run of games that they're gonna go in, right?
Yeah.
That's why I was like flabbergasted when they came out with their video. I was like, you guys are confident, huh? Then right after the video came out, I took a look at their games. I was like,
Do you have it now?
I think I might have it on this thing.
Like who they are
Yeah.
playing?
They're playing a
But
lot
like,
of
dude, the whole
tough
time
games,
I
bro.
was like, we didn't give us space at all, And it's a sign like, someone was saying, maybe this is how Arsenal feels, right? Like the fact that, when they play against Arsenal, every team will like come and play this kind of defensive-minded games, right?
But
And
I
maybe
think
that's why they have
when
to
it
do
comes
the set piece things, because we couldn't break them down. And there's the reality, we just couldn't break them down, bro. Like the first half I was like, wow.
But they are atrocious at defending set pieces. You all should have like
No, that's
capitalized
the
on
thing.
that.
That's why I
Yeah.
say, why not bring in Sesko and cross the ball in? You see, the last 2 minutes, right, we almost scored twice.
Yeah.
Zirkzee almost scored a goal, and then
Yeah.
Sesko in the box. So, if you know that's a
brilliant goal though by Sesko.
Yeah, that was
beautiful. Beautiful. From that angle, that touch, I didn't know the ball flew in. I was like, how do you generate such power with that simple touch? It was a
he
proper number 9.
controlled that.
Just like
I feel like he controlled it into the.
He placed it.
I don't know.
He placed
I don't know
it
how he
and
did it.
placed-
So skill.
But he is a top striker, man. I think he just needs a bit more time. And Cunha was having a very bad game, man. Very, very bad game. He should have been brought off earlier, I feel. But then again, Carrick is still learning. End of the day, it's still a draw. At that, against Amorim, right? There are certain games where I felt, wow, shit, we dropped 2 points. But this game, I felt like, okay, I think we got 1 point. It's not like, we dropped 2 points. Because that game could have easily been lost. And I like the positive substitution that Carrick did. Like bring in Zirkzee straight away, bring in attackers, stick off Dalot for Zirkzee, and a whole lot of things. So, although it's just a draw, but I think obviously we wanted to win.
In the grand scheme of things, it's not the worst result
It
because,
helped
like you
because
mentioned,
Chelsea drew, right? Chelsea
13
drew
out
with
of.
Leeds.
Regardless of all these other results, it's still 13 out of 15 points, which is not something that every
would have not
team is
imagined
able.
under Ruben, right?
I just ran through with you, like I don't understand where this.
I can't hear you, Kel. Wait,
can you hear me?
Now I can.
Oh, sorry. I just ran through like their run of games, right?
Yeah.
They're going to be playing West Ham is going to be playing Bournemouth away,
Okay.
So they are playing at home. But then after that starts their Liverpool away, Fulham away. They're playing Man City home, Aston Villa away, then their winnable game at Wolves. Then Crystal Palace, Everton, Brentford home. Yeah, it's
How
tough.
did they think that?
I don't know. That's right. But I understand that they feel that they're playing well. Somerville is like bang on in form, but I don't know. Do they think they can get results there? But if they can, yeah.
Either that or they are so confident that Forest are going to mess up that, like, okay.
I don't know, where their confidence coming from.
Maybe that is but the win leaves United now fourth, right? Fourth in table, in a good place for Champions League qualification. I think you guys will make it, as much as people might not be sure because there's a couple of teams behind, right? I think you guys are good for it, especially when we spoke before about this. You guys have a game a week, So there's a lot of time for preparation. Is your fixture list? Does your fixture list look daunting? Like, I think after this, who do you guys play? Everton
hold
or
on.
Everton away?
The Everton game is going to be difficult.
Yeah,
Right?
David Moyes
Everton
always
not
has
in form.
something.
Then after that we are playing Palace at home, Newcastle away, Villa at home, Bournemouth away.
No,
Then we are playing Leeds, then Chelsea. Actually, not too like it's a mixed bag. Like I think Crystal Palace now
50-50.
not
Yeah.
correct, bro.
Yeah,
Crystal Palace are a dog shite, honestly. Everton, if on a good day maybe can get a result. I don't know. I think the Crystal Palace one I'm expecting to win. Newcastle's going to be difficult because they are suddenly
they
in
are also
form now.
chasing. They are also
Yeah,
chasing.
they're chasing the inform. The Villa game will be the one that I feel will determine whether we go to Europe or not.
I think there's a lot of these games happening that will determine these spots. I think we play you guys as well somewhere down the line, right? I think
Yeah.
then we also play Chelsea. Then Chelsea have you
Actually, quite
guys.
far down the line, bro. We are playing on the 2nd of May. But I just realized the Everton United game is on my birthday, man.
Oh, David Moyes is going to do a number on you lah
Please,
on your birthday.
every time my birthday,
For
It's in the
sacking him.
stars
but
now.
it's a stats. Every time my birthday, United wins.
Oh.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
Will David Moyes spoil the party? We will predict things at a later time. But for now, let's move on to the Spurs game, the other Spurs game. So Spurs played Newcastle and lost to Newcastle. So this is a stat that came out. Spurs have only collected 10 points in 13 home games. So they boot Thomas Frank. So this was actually the nail in the coffin. This game, after this game, he was confidently saying, "I will still be the manager when we play Arsenal." And then a couple of hours later, they sacked him.
Bro, they were
The
booing
fans,
his name before the game even started, bro.
but he deserves it lah. I mean, he's a nice guy and all that. But I feel like he's like the Graham Potter, Like at Brighton was fantastic, and then they moved him to a bigger club like Chelsea, and then he struggled. I feel it's like the
Too
same
big, the
tangent.
job. I feel it got too much for him.
Yeah, correct. So so for Newcastle is a good result because they've not been like in a I mean they are shit lah, but in general this is a good 3 points for them to continue the fight for European places. So this result leaves Spurs 5 points ahead of relegation. They're currently 16. So I was talking to Cal and Meet about this before we recorded. So Ish, I want to know, is relegation a serious thing for Spurs? Do you think they're going to be sucked into the relegation battle at the end of the season?
Oh no lah, they are too big a club to relegate lah.
That's what
They
we
are in the
keep
relegation
thinking week
battle
in,
now,
week
guys.
out.
They are in the relegation
They are
battle
now.
So they've not been
Right, no,
sucked in.
but
They
I
are-
tell
He
you,
means at the end of it, lah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we
I-
still
I
have like
totally-
12 games
like you know,
to go.
last year they finished one place
I-
below us, right?
I
Then
feel
people are saying United were in the relegation battle, but
like what happened last season is going to happen this season. Like
You
they
think?
can be bad, but there are teams below them. But although we are saying West Ham is in rich vein of form, but Kelvin just shared with us like the
Fixture
fixture
list.
list for West Ham, right? Then nobody knows what's going to happen to Forest because they've sacked Sean Dyche, who would have been someone who's capable, I believe, who could have helped them in this fight.
But
And then
Spurs
they-
fixtures are rabak, bro. Have you seen? So bad.
Yeah,
Their
it's quite
fixtures are
bad.
horrible. Actually,
But-
honestly, right, if they lose the next 3 games or some shit, right, then relegation does become a possibility,
Who's
which is
Spurs
crazy.
next game? Oh, bro, if
Right.
you're talking about if they lose next 3 games, Spurs next game is Arsenal, yeah.
Oh, they're gonna lose that one.
So we're
Let's
talking
make
about
no need to. They can write that one off.
Meat, bro.
Spurs-
Never write
yeah.
anything. Meat will tell you, guys, I have a horrendous feeling about this game.
I've
Bro,
heard
his
this line.
horrendous feeling.
I tell you,
Guys.
I heard this horrendous feeling of his, right, for years now. Okay.
Bro, I'm sitting beside him. He telling me I got a horrendous
Guys.
feeling.
Last time,
Guys,
we once came
as
together
we are
so good,
recording,
ah,
I'm
but
having a
PhD.
horrendous feeling about tonight, guys.
That one is just your flu
If
lah.
you-
Don't worry about
If
it.
you guys notice that Meat is actually a bit sick right now, so apparently
Yeah.
he's scared he kena stung by bee tonight.
But where he is at the table, whether he's sick or not, so you're gonna come lah, guys. Because how bad can you feel when you're at the top of the league, right? so, so, so we'll see. But to Spurs, I feel like
They're in trouble. They're in trouble. Make no
Nitin
two
also
ways
say,
about it. They're in
right?
trouble. Yeah.
They like really kena bomo because one of the players that's been stepping up for them is Bay, right? And then the fella kena
Injured.
ACL, I think. So they
Out for
just
4 months.
they just not catching any break. I thought it was a last season thing whereby they had a lot of injuries. They were in a relegation spots, right? Relegation battle and all that. And then that shit is happening again this season. Can you believe it? They
Bro, I'm
have like
sure Mourinho
Actually, I can believe,
left a dead
yeah.
hyena in the pitch as well. Bury a dead hyena, bro.
some
Like
Portuguese, some
they say
Portuguese
like Paul
Swedes.
Pogba put the dead hyena below Old Trafford. that's why we have been in shits. So yeah, bro, I think they sacked him like on the one before the finals. I think he
Final,
lost it.
right?
Yeah.
And that was the game that Ryan Mason took over for
Yeah.
for Spurs, and then they lost
And
the final,
lost-
right?
lost.
Or something
Yeah.
But I
like that.
honestly
So-
think this Ryan Mason thing is a sentimental thing that they feel that he's gonna be like, oh, he understands the club. Bro, the club
He's like
from the last time he came, it's a different club already. He needs to understand that.
maybe
This
they
guy is not
see
gonna help
like
them.
what Michael Carrick is doing at United and feel like, you know,
Allah.
That's what they think is gonna happen. It's not. It's not. But if they get Mason, I am all for it because I don't think he's gonna do much. I've seen how he sets up West Brom and all this. Forget it. Just forget about it.
We'll see whether these sentiments work out for Spurs, but we genuinely hope, as in I genuinely hope that Spurs don't relegate. Nitin, someone say you're going to make his son support Spurs. Imagine the year
Trauma.
that he said that, and then they relegate, and then
Bro, if they wanna reset, this is it. Can reset in the championship.
Nitin, so maybe you might want to reconsider after the turmoil that your club is in. Will you reconsider? We will leave it up to you. So let's move on from Spurs to Kel's team, Leeds United. Positive 2 results on the spin. You guys beat Forest. So you guys also put the nail on Sean Dyche's head, 1-0 first.
Yeah.
Because after that, and then the subsequent games, he got sacked. And then the bigger result is you guys drew coming back from 2 goals down against world champions Chelsea. So positive result. So I think you guys now have took so many points off these traditional big 6 sides. You guys have taken
Yeah.
points off us. You guys take points off United.
Yeah, 1 point.
Yeah, and then
Does this
Chelsea.
mean Leeds are world champions now because we won them over 2 legs?
Bro, you guys can take the badge lah. Go in and take the badge. I think so the Forest game was pretty straightforward, right, Kel?
Straightforward. Yeah.
Very straightforward. I expected like it's 2 teams in, although I felt like Leeds are safe already, but it were 2 teams in the relegation spots, right? So I was
Yeah.
expecting Forest to give a bigger fight, but they didn't. So that was straightforward. What I want to move on to is this Chelsea game. The resilience that you guys have shown. Daniel Farker, give him the contract for life. What a manager.
No. Don't talk nonsense.
So what do you make of this Chelsea game especially? Because when you guys were two goals, do you feel that you guys were done for, or you felt that you guys could fight back?
Start of the game, I looked at the team sheet. I was like, what's he trying to do here? So I don't know what he was trying to do. He put 6 defenders on. So I was like, wow, you going for a draw. Never ends well for us when we trying to like go for a draw. Then as usual, they're 2-0. So that's why I don't understand why like this game he decided that after he changed it, only then did we suddenly like wake up. Then when he brought on Okafor,
Yeah.
and then like the changes occurred. That's when it started to change. I mean, Bogle, if Jaden Bogle,
Mm-hmm.
that guy is the Forest game player of the game. Yeah, then this time he also had a fantastic game. Like he caused chaos. I mean, Chelsea fans are just gonna bitch about his, the handball, but I checked it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
So
legitimate goal. Yeah.
tell us what you checked it out. Why was it not a handball? Because
So
Mr. Break It Down, Liam Rosinier felt that it was a handball. The goal should have been disallowed.
cry, Mr. School
So
teacher.
what do you feel? What do
But
you
bro,
feel
do you
about
know what's
this?
handball or not? If you break it down in English language, it's a hand
It's the-
and a ball.
It's a hand and a ball. What he must understand is it was an elbow to the ball. Yeah, but
So
okay. The main thing was the ball came off the guy's thigh or something, and then so it hit him in the elbow. But the important one that it was not deliberate.
yeah,
So
correct.
he did not deliberately like do anything. So it was not a deliberate action or
I thought
anything.
it'd
So
been
that is the key.
very harsh if they had disallowed that goal, right?
Oh, when
Like,
they went in, I thought they were going to disallow it because I was like, wow, VAR lah. I just don't know. These guys are
yeah,
like roll of the dice. So maybe they're like, oh, I don't like
okay, today.
Leeds. Yeah, today Leeds that jersey, I just don't like it with their blue socks. Nah, let's just disallow
Oh
the goal. But
yeah.
yeah,
Do you
but
feel that Chelsea should have worn all blue, then Leeds should have worn
uh,
all white, right? Why the hell
I
did
I
Chelsea
don't
wear blue,
understand all this. Like,
white?
who chooses these? I cannot understand. Yeah.
God knows. But what a scrappy goal. The world
Uh,
champions. I thought you guys would be defending better. This is not how world champions should be
horrendous.
defending.
Horrendous.
Like, it was
Bring
so
Disasi back.
it was so scrappy.
Yeah.
But this is the problem with Chelsea, right? Like, just to touch on Chelsea quickly, it's like you just need to invest in like senior defenders, proper
Yeah.
senior defenders, right? All these young guns are good for the future, but if you do not develop them or give them a run of games like what Chelsea like to do, right? Experiment and then sell these guys off and then go and buy another youngster and put in place and then expect
Their
it to
$1 billion they could have taken like maybe 100 of it and just go and try to
right.
invest in the defense. I
If
don't
in
understand. Yeah.
So towards
Oh,
the end of the game, Kevin is excited. Kevin is super excited to share, bro. What do you feel at the 90 plus what 2? Was it 90 plus 2, 90 plus 3?
90 plus 3, 4. Who cares, bro? The
So
timing.
talk us through it, bro. What's the
What?
reason
I
for
don't
your
know.
excitement?
What?
Hanging
Chelsea
in the
playing
loop.
some intricate football around our box. Pierce to us. Put one across our box. Then Mr. Cole Palmer does a brilliant, like, the ball just blast over. I was like, hang that shit in the Louvre. Come on.
It's
If I
like
got
the
space, I would put in my house, no?
Bro, imagine now you put it on the back of your wall now. But what a player for the ball to fall to, yeah. Who would you
Exactly. I was like, oh, we are fucked. I was like,
you,
oh, shit.
you would have
Just
banked on him to score all the time, but
exactly.
this is where margins are drawn, right? At the end of the day,
Yeah,
just say if Chelsea don't make it to the Champions League by 2 points, they will go back to this
it was us.
90th minute
Yes.
miss.
As the new world champions, it was us. We took you all on 2 legs.
So thanks for taking the points, bro, because it's quite
Yeah.
helpful for Liverpool as well.
Can.
Because
The robbery at the bridge,
uh,
don't worry about it.
Ish also thanks for dropping 1 point over at the West Ham Stadium as well, because that also helped us.
We are the
So-
Robin Hood, modern day here.
So with that, I'll go into Liverpool's games. So Liverpool's 2 games were Manchester City, the Man City loss at
Right.
Anfield, whereby Mid felt like with 13 minutes to go, the title, one hand was on the title, and then by the end of the game, the hands slipped off. And then the
Looking at the
second
hand
game
like
was Sunderland. So I'll quickly talk about this Liverpool game against City. I felt it was a game of 2 halves. I really didn't feel we deserved to lose. If it was a 1-1 draw, I would have taken it because City controlled the first half. We could not play City at all in the first half. And the second half, we played well. We could have also ran away with it if Ekitike was a bit more clinical. But as brilliant as Ekitike has been, right, throughout the season, he's missed a lot of these chances. Like the simple ones. Every time you see Ekitike score a goal, right, it's something that he's created well or the play. But when it's there for him to take, right, there's the chance. I think his headers are quite bad. In the Sunderland game as well, we'll talk about it later, he missed it as well. But Szoboszlai with a brilliant free kick again to put us in lead against Man City. And then the 2 times that I went away from the screen is the 2 times Man City scored. First, I went to the toilet. I came back. I saw Bernardo Silva celebrating. I was like, hey, what happened? Then the game was almost done and I thought it was dusted already. I was like, okay lah, let me go and wash my cup and all that. It's going to be a draw. I came back and then Haaland had a penalty, had the ball in his hand, waiting to take the penalty. But the biggest talking point, right, I want to ask you guys about this game. What do you guys feel about the red card Szoboszlai received? Do you think it's like something VAR needed to get involved? Because like I'm not sure what the margins are. What's the margin on your goal difference? Are you guys, you and City, are you guys close in that sense?
It was 32-25 before the Liverpool
So it's
game.
quite far.
Yeah, and then but after the Liverpool game and after the game yesterday where they beat Fulham, now it's 32-29. So the thing is that it really flips very fast, bro, goal difference, because one win and one loss is like, it's double whammy. You go down and the other fella comes up. So yeah.
Because if it goes down to goal difference, right, at the end of the day, just say if like the same situation where we were talking about the Palmer miss. Because if it goes down to goal difference, right, this goal should have been given to Man City. Instead, they pulled it back. They gave the red card to Szoboszlai, and then they give the free kick because the initial foul was Szoboszlai.
Szoboszlai's foul, yeah.
Right. Then after that, Haaland pulled his shirt, and then I feel like VR didn't even have to necessarily get
I think
involved in this.
as a fan, you're right. Like we wouldn't want. Like I was just saying, like just get on with the game, man. Like you don't have to come in. But
I mean, it made it better for me that we lost 2-1 only instead of 3-1.
If you follow the rules, which I also think you don't need to choke until like that, like don't need to get involved personally, then you want to pick and choose what you want to interfere in, then it's like a bit funny also, I mean, that's what VR is, right? Inconsistent. So I guess if you take that into factor, it's a consideration. And the funny thing is, Haaland's best friend is actually Szoboszlai, right?
Yeah.
They're best of mates.
But in this game as well, there were other points. Did anybody feel Mark Gay should have been sent off for the pull on Salah?
It was a goal scoring opportunity, no? I feel it was.
Yeah, it was a goal.
He was probably going to score the goal. Yeah. So if that's the case, then it should be a red, no?
My only take was, I think Ruben Diaz was the last man. I think it was not given as a red, but then again, these referees are always so inconsistent. I don't know what they're looking at. But my take was, there was still Ruben Diaz. If Gay was the last man, they would have given the red. But prior to that, there was also this Bernardo Silva tuck on Mo Salah in the penalty box, which I felt a pen should have been given.
Oh, they don't give those. They don't give.
Yeah.
But I think there was when it comes to Man City's penalty, I think there was no doubts about it. Alisson was just rash, and then that penalty was.
Can I ask you a question? Okay, you're talking about that tug, right?
Yeah.
You say in the penalty area. If it was outside the penalty box, right, you think they would have given the foul?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
yes,
they would have
right.
given.
Then if that's the case, then why you don't want to keep inside?
Exactly, I don't understand. Same thing happened in the Leeds game also.
Comes into the penalty box, it's like how long you're holding onto his shirt.
Then all this nonsense starts.
You pull and you let go, is like, okay, no pen. But if it's outside, the minute you pull the guy's shirt, they're gonna
Why the double standard? Why the double standard?
This
if it's a foul outside, it should be a foul inside, and vice versa.
A foul is a foul.
A foul is a foul. Like it's woke, man. Like just cannot stand these rules and all these.
Yeah, I'm asking you this because this happened in the Leeds game also. Gabby Gudmundsson had his shots like pulled in the box. Penalty
anywhere
box.
Else is a foul. But inside the penalty box, then they are like, oh, he held on for a second and let go. No, it shouldn't be the way. If you want to stick to that rule, fair enough, then do it for anywhere else on the pitch.
Right.
If I hold and I let go, then it's
100% agree, man. I 100% agree.
Inconsistency of the refereeing standards.
This season, the standards have been so poor. But then again, I don't think it's something. When we are back next season, we're gonna be on the same shit again. You were saying something.
Yeah, no, I think I was quite pissed off when Guehi made that foul, because I believe that If he didn't pull Salah probably would have leashed out the shot. For me, there's a goal scoring opportunity, right? But of course, there's Ruben Diaz. There's a questionable thing whether Ruben Diaz can cover back on time. But in my Arsenal group, one of them said, kind of put it into context lah. The week before Guehi's goal, the goal that Spurs scored, Guehi clearly was fouled and the goal was given. So it kind of evens out over a season. When we look at it microscopically at one incident, it just amplifies it, I feel, but it kind of
Yeah.
evens out now. But that does not take away from the fact that the referees just have to do their jobs, man. Like
Yeah,
precisely.
it's so bad, man. It's really bad. And I try my best not to call out referees, but they are just so incompetent
Just
at
call
what
on
they're
lah, bro.
supposed
Why?
to.
Just call out, bro. They are dog shit.
Yeah.
Just do it. They're like Dalo.
I-
Just call him out.
I don't know why this whole VAR thing had just made it worse. The Sobozalai one, right? I felt that it was a goal. Just give it a goal. Use your common sense a bit.
Yeah.
But when I went to watch a podcast, they said that so if they give it as a goal and they don't go to VAR, then they are not following the rule book black and white.
Mhm.
You know, because the rule book says if a doxo means denial of goal scoring opportunity, if that's
Doxo.
literally the term that they use. Doxo
Yeah.
is seen, it should be called back. But you have to use
Mhm.
common sense, right? Like, I don't know, man. It's just so weird.
If
But I hope
that
City
is
lose to goal difference, so the fuckers felt what we felt when they
yeah,
won last
right.
time. I hope they lose on goal difference.
The one goal,
Idiots.
like, but that means Liverpool are in the title picture again this season because we gave City the win. Now they are still in the title fight for the game. So, like, I feel bad, but I feel undeserved. I think this was one of the games that I felt we played well in a season where we've been dog shit so lah, bro.
Doxo,
But the second half I thought we played well.
Slot is your doxo, bro. Denial of goal scoring
He's a
opportunity.
dog lah, bro. So moving on from the City game, I think was there anything else that? Oh yeah, but I was not here for the Spurs City games review, but I felt it was a foul on Mark Gay. I
Yeah, that
thought
was a
he
foul.
It was.
kicked through. That's a foul. So Liverpool, for Arne Slot's benefit, we continue to stat pad because this morning we beat Sunderland 1-0 at the Stadium of Light.
No
Sunderland
team has
have
won there.
not lost a single game there this season so far. And can you believe it? We are the team that went there and beat them, got a clean sheet. But I felt we completely deserve to win this game because even if you look at the chances, the amount of chances we created, Ekitike with another header miss, Words hit the post. I don't think our goal wasn't so brilliant. I mean, Van Dijk headed and then it deflected off.
It was corner, from a corner, right?
From a Salah's corner, and then Van Dijk
Corner,
was, set piece. We are trying to be the set piece FCU, so trying to follow. Konate had another great game. These are the sort of games that we look at Konate and like feel like he can be the guy. But the problem with it now that he's performing well, then Madrid will come back again and inquire, bro, you want to come or not? So I don't think he's going to stay at the club at the end of the season. So, but another problem that Liverpool continue to face is this cursed right back spot. Endo started this game at right back and he was stretchered off. It looks like a very serious injury.
Wah, rabak.
So
Aiya,
just in
this World
time, we navigated this game without Soboslai because of his
yeah.
raid against City.
My boy
And
Endo.
then, oh yeah, Japanese
Tanaka
samurai.
will start for them now.
I want to shout out Endo because after he got that injury, he's still, I don't know how on
Still,
earth
yeah.
he stood up and defended that corner. I think that is just crazy. Like, it's just
Right.
physically not, you can't explain it, but he still did it. I think it's the adrenaline rush, but
Guy is a
respect,
warrior
man.
lah,
Like,
bro.
yeah, warrior,
is a
really
warrior.
a samurai
Yeah.
warrior.
He is a warrior lah. I mean, I saw some of Florian Wirtz's the highlights, right?
Mhm.
Boy has arrived lah. He has
Yeah, but
arrived.
I was talking to them also, but at this moment, right, it feels like Florian Wirtz is he cannot last 90 minutes.
Drifts in
This
and
is my
out.
personal take. Like, I feel like, of course, he has all the attributes, he has all the wonderful vision and everything, right? I think in terms of physicality, he's still not there yet. because there's a lot of games whereby first half brilliant, second half starts to fade away. But with that being said, it can also be down to Slot's tactics. Because once we are a goal up, Slot is not the sort of guy like go ahead and get the second goal.
Yeah.
Right. And then we start to play some other way, and then we're on the back foot at times.
Yeah.
Another special shout out in a bad way for Cody Gakpo again for being absolutely dog shit. Another game. I'm so sick and tired of week in, week out talking about this, but it has to be talked about. Look, I understand that. Okay, Rio is still young. Okay, but every time we see Rio, we feel that he's got an impact. But I understand that it cannot be. Maybe he's not ready for 90 minutes. I also understand that maybe you have your personal vendetta against Chiesa, so you don't want to start Chiesa. And uh, in Slot's defense, when it comes to this, anytime Chiesa has been given a full game, which usually are those games against the smaller clubs or
Yeah.
the not so important games, he's not taken his chance, or like he's not done well enough for Slot to believe that he's the guy. But when you want to start Gakpo and then he's getting 80 minutes every single time, even the City game, the only reason Slot took him out was because we were chasing the game, and then it was a very late change. And if you guys can watch this game, how bad Gakpo is. At one point, we were on a counter attack. Florian Wirtz was there on the wing for you to just. Florian Wirtz was literally unchallenged. There's nobody with him. Gakpo continued to drive with the ball. And by the time he decides to pass, which he should have passed like 5-10 seconds ago, like the Sunderland defender blocked it off him. He's been so bad that I feel that Slot needs to be sacked just for this. Like this is a crime of his own. Like how
Crime.
Amorim didn't play Kobe, and then
Crime against humanity, right, guys?
he has to be
Playing
sacked.
Gakpo.
The only reason, of course, grace is being given because he won the league last season, but we have been bad champions, whatever the circumstances are around the club, what happened before the season. We have been bad champions. Roy Keane says it every week, and I have to agree with him. We are how many points are we away from Arsenal? I think like we are like some 14 points, and Arsenal have a game in hand or
17,
something
bro.
like that. So if Arsenal
Yeah, but
win
later
later is
is
20.
17. No,
So
17.
we are now
17.
Now we are 14 points away from Arsenal.
Yeah.
The fans are completely fine that we are not going to win the league this season. We have accepted it for a long time. But with the firepower, with the squad we have, we should be comfortable in the top 4. We are not there. Even when it's extended the top 5 at this point in time, we
You're
are
in
not even
danger
there.
of missing.
Right, we are not there. We are still looking at, okay, Man U needs to drop points, Chelsea needs to drop points. I hope Emery fucks up when Europa starts again. But that doesn't mean we are going to go on an unbeaten run, right? We are still struggling. So it's ridiculous where we are at the end of the season. It now seems like Xabi Alonso is a front runner for City's job. So we might not get Alonso, but I feel like it's a good market out there when we sack Slot, because you still have the likes of Luis Enrique if you can get someone of. So it's not the worst thing. But I
You
hope
also
just
available, right? You're still available
yeah,
even for next season, right?
my interview it went through, but I'm not sure lah, because they're still showing
sorry.
this faith
It's
in
on
Slot.
files.
So I really don't understand. Like Slot, I want to give you grace because you won the league for us last season, but as the week goes, it's very difficult for me, especially this Gakpo situation, right? Kirk is doing well now. I think he had a standout game against City, but every time Gakpo plays, right, with Kirkes, he's like sabotaging. He's not going. He's not looking. It's like he cannot see past him. He sees this side. He needs to cut in. If somebody is running, he's like, I don't know, maybe he need glasses or something, man. I don't know what the hell is going on with Gakpo. I remember when Klopp was around, he started Gakpo in the 9, and then it didn't work out. Then now he's playing on what seems to be his position on the left wing. It's not working out. And the other thing, I feel like he doesn't have the competition. Last year, he was doing okay because Luis Diaz was there, right? So you know that your position might not be like set in concrete. But this year, I think he knows that doesn't matter what I do, I will play there. So I think there's lack of competition there. But we miss Luis Diaz. I read Luis Diaz has 30 GA in 30 games. So I think that is a guy we are missing so badly against City. You see, if we had a Luis Diaz there, right, he would have offered so much more. It's like now we are playing with 10 men. Like we might as well sign Romero because we are going to be with 10 men any game.
What a statement, bro.
Bro, like every time I see Gakpo, right, I feel like it's a 10. We're gonna play with 10 men.
So you want to put Romero on the left wing, ah? You feel that is better,
Bro, what's the
That is
difference?
how bad it is,
What is the difference? Can you tell me one difference? Okay, what is Gakpo? Okay, when Romero plays for Spurs, maybe they are 10 men. When Gakpo plays for Liverpool, we are 10 men. What does Romero do? Score like the odd goals. What does Gakpo do? Score like the odd goals. So I'll buy Romero and put him on the left wing so that Gakpo can sit on the bench. He's a burden to me, bro. I always try to back players, but he's gone beyond the point where I want to back Gakpo. I cannot back him. I cannot back Slot over what continues to do, right? I understand that we don't have the players, but you need to show positive. Was it Ishmael? You were the one who said it, right, in the City game that when we were 1 up, we should have made changes, right?
Make changes. You are going defensive again. Then that's when you die,
Right.
bro.
And that is the problem with Slot. He's not going to do it. And that's what I replied to you. I told you, bro, this is Slot. He's not going to make the changes, right?
Like same criticism for Amorim, right? Remember back in the day, like we need a goal,
Yeah.
or we score 1 goal, suddenly he brings in 3 defenders and 2 defensive, and like after that we just invite pressure and then we die. So the
If it's working throughout the season, I'm okay with it.
right.
But so many times this season we've shown that it's not working. We concede the late goals.
Yeah.
So what's the point in trying to protect a 1-0 lead when you're not good at defending? Right. So
like
that's
as much
my
as I like, being a United fan, obviously Liverpool is our rival, right? We know back, like just a few seasons back, right? When Liverpool scores 1 goal, you know the second goal is coming in the next 5 minutes.
yeah, that's Klopp's
Okay?
Klopp's
That's
mentality
cross football,
of
right? And you know that it's coming, and they will suffocate you, like they will just keep coming at you until you mentally break down, right? And
yeah.
wow, that is the Liverpool that I know lah. And it's quite weird to see the Slot's way, the mitigating, like he's trying to be a very conservative manager. But it's like he's clearly not
he
working.
won
Conceding
the season. He won the league last season with this. I understand
pragmatic approach lah.
that's why maybe you want to go back to it, but this season is not working. If it's not working, you need to make changes. I understand maybe you don't have the players. He's been unfortunate with like the defensive injury crisis that he has, but I still feel we have enough to beat the teams that we drop points against quite lately. I mean, I understand if we lose against the City, if you drop points against the Arsenal, these are sides you know that you have to be right in the top of a game to get points off.
Right.
But I feel like we have the players, and Ekitike now looks so tired because, and I don't blame him because he's needed there. Who's our second striker? So why not, as useless as Gakpo is, save Gakpo to replace Ekitike when maybe we are leading, and then put Chiesa on the flank or Rio, because Gakpo is doing next to nothing, right?
But this
I don't
guy
know.
Gakpo, right, will somehow get an assist lah, goal lah.
Yeah, but you cannot.
That's
When it was Salah, right? Salah is the sort of player that you can give him 90 minutes. I mean, not this season. Any season before this, he can go 89 minutes and get you a goal still. And then he's consistent. But Gakpo, yes, he can get you an assist, can get you a goal, but it's not a sure thing. It might happen, it might not happen. So I don't know, man. Slot, you gotta lose your job, man.
You're right, lah, bro. On the whole, like the lack of competition that he has, what it does is actually we have seen it with. Like I can draw parallels with only my team, right? So back when Garnacho was the only player playing, he started off well, right? Like he was actually a good player to watch, and then the moment he had no competition, he started deteriorating. Rashford, when he had no competition, you realize these players are good players, but when there's no competition, right, what it does, really, like, I feel like even like complacent, right? Like even now, like Embuemo or Sesko or Cunha knows that if they have a bad game, they will be dropped.
Mhm.
And this competition is making them thrive lah up front. I think even like Arsenal, right? Like you guys have major competition up front. Who's going to start? Who's going to what happen? Like I think the only place that's locked up is the
Centre back.
left wing
CDM.
lah. Centre backs and the left wing lah. Martinelli doesn't really get a start, right, as much. Except European games like Trossard is. But still, you know, like there's competition. I think good competition brings out the best in the team. And I feel for Liverpool, there's no competition in the midfield also.
There's no competition in the
heading back,
left and right wings. You know, like we're carrying Gakpo, right? And Salah, he's a legend. He's a Premier League legend. He's a Liverpool legend, right? But let's face it, I don't think don't think he's going to beat anyone one-on-one anymore. And I can give him the grace for him to play and all that because he's deserved it, right? Although I always believe that you need to perform in order for you to get a place. And I understand that there's no one on the right wing, so they play Salah. He deserves it. And so now it's like there is no output both right and left. You are expecting Ekitike and then everything falls on words, and then Soboslai has to do two-man job or something like that. So it's very difficult. So as for Liverpool, will we make it to the top four? It's from where I am sitting now I don't feel confident about it. Top four is definitely no. I feel like fifth, yes, if the champion we can finish fifth, but it will hugely dependent on
the rest of the
how
other teams.
bad Chelsea will be, because their run of fixtures is crazy. It's ridiculous. So if we going to make it, is because someone messes up. Because I can't confidently sit here and say our next game we're going to win also, right?
So for Liverpool, they just have to now concentrate on themselves and then block the noise out and just go for it. That's the only thing y'all can do, and just hope everything starts to fall into place until y'all have your own destiny in your hands, hopefully.
Yeah, but even if we finish fifth, I believe Arne Slot should go. Although he brings us to the Champions League or not, because I can confidently say right now, we are going to be about 20 points away from Arsenal. As previous year champions, that is so bad a stat. I understand transition and all that, but to be like 20 points off the top spot is ridiculous. So that's that for Liverpool. For City though, this morning they beat Fulham. Convincing 3-0 win. I thought it would be a difficult game, but it was convincing 3-0. So with that, now City have reduced the gap at the top to 3 points, with Arsenal having a game in hand. So that's one to watch out for, which brings us to our final game to review. We do not have the Arsenal versus Brentford game review because it's happening in about 3 hours time, but Arsenal had a comfortable victory over Sunderland 3-0 in game week 25. Brilliant goal by Zubimendi. Zubimendi seems to have it in his locker. These wonder strikes. And then what is that? VG14. VG14. 2 goals. Okay, now I want to bring back to what was spoken about earlier. When a foul, you need to look at it, right? I felt that it was a straight red for the foul on Gyökeres' second goal. Was it the second goal?
Yeah,
the one he was celebrating on the floor?
Yeah.
This is very much like the Van de Ven on Isak. Although I felt that was a bit more he went for the ball instead, right? But if you are talking about, so this is again the consistency that's missing. If he scores, but I still feel a red should have been given for that tackles, yeah. But credits to Gyökeres, he played it off, celebrated on the floor, and then got on with it. So that's why I'm frustrated. So, bro, do you think Gyökeres is going to go on this run? Because with that confidence, I have captained him for this double game week of
VG14 has arrived.
So do you think Gyökeres is going to play a major part in this remaining?
Havertz is out, so he's good chance of starting more.
Oh yeah, Havertz is injured, right?
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, 3 to 4
3
weeks.
weeks,
Yeah,
Hell, man.
I think Harvard's body is kind of the decline after the long injury
Fragile.
also. So yeah, so regards to Gyökeres, I'm happy for him, but I'll make it short and sweet lah. This was a game that we had to win. We won the game. Move on from it. That's about it. I thought the boys were impressive. Want to shout out my defenders again, Saliba and Gabriel. Saliba was put through the rinses with Brobby actually. Brobby gave him a bit of a hard time.
Robbie,
Yeah, but they kind of dealt with most of the threat that Sunderland posed. And I thought it was so important to win because then you can put your legs up and watch the City and Liverpool game. But unfortunately, Mehdi had to go and do something, and because of that, City scored 2 goals. So no point putting your legs up
Oh,
and
yeah, then
go.
watch cup, bro. Yeah.
bro, it's not my fault, bro. Soboslai scored at that point when Soboslai scored that free kick. I was so confident we were going to win. Although a part of me felt like, okay, title race is over, right? But I
Yeah.
felt it was a good goal. But you cannot blame me, bro. Blame
I know,
blame
I'm
Alisson,
kidding,
bro.
kidding. Yeah, so I
No,
think
blame Slot.
Gakpo's fault.
Yeah, everything is on them.
When in doubt.
Yeah, when in doubt.
so. I
But it was
actually
a
got
game that
a
I expected you guys to win.
yeah. So the
The
funny thing,
Sunderland
right,
game.
was that so I felt that there's a lot of meltdown among the Arsenal fan base after the City Liverpool game. Even in my group, it was all dull and everything. So for me, I personally feel, guys, things that we cannot control, right? No point having a meltdown. We cannot
Yeah,
control.
don't
What
bother.
we could
Yeah,
have
that's why.
control is the United game at Emirates. We could have control, which is why I was so angry. Nottingham Forest dropping points. We could have control. So moving forward, as long as we do our job, there's nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Like the
Because
thing
it's
is still
still in your hands.
exactly. You took the words out of my mouth. It's still in our hands. We control our own destiny. And if we continue playing in this manner, the defense stays tight, I think we should be fine. Although 6 points does make it look a bit scary. I would prefer 9 points.
Mhm.
But come on, man, you don't win titles. It's quite difficult to win titles in February, right? To wrap it up in February, it's really
Yeah,
difficult.
correct.
So we got to fight for it. And I think Manny put it out in the Telegram group. These are the kind of games, like tonight's game are the kind of games, if you want to be champions, you just got to go there and grind, take the 3 points and fuck off from the stadium. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you although it's going to be a tough game. I feel like it's going to be a tough game, but if you're going to win the league, there is no excuses to not take 3 points at the GTEC. Although Brentford are on the up and up, right? Brentford are on
Yeah.
a really rich vein of form. But if you want to win the league, these games against the Brentfords, the Brightons, I used to feel like that. Like last season, I remember whenever we had a game against like Brighton, I used to be like,
Yeah.
Brighton are a good side. Maybe we will drop points, but when you need to win, the wheels are in motion, right? You just pick up points, like 3 points. So I don't think you guys should have that much of a trouble at the GTEC today. But do you feel okay, because this run of games that's going on, right? Without any other without the Champions League distraction, do you think it would be tough for you guys to maintain this when Champions League starts?
So I go back to the
Yeah.
whole thing. It's a level playing field, bro. City play the same number of games as us. City are also in the Carabao Cup finals.
Yeah.
Got to go back to your question, who has a better squad? I believe Arsenal have a better squad than City. This is my
Yeah.
opinion. And they are very well equipped. The ownership and the board have actually given whatever resources that Arteta needs. Everything is given already. So there are no more excuses, like what I always say every week. And when it's time to give the boys the flowers, I do give it to them. What they have done over the last 2 weeks to
Yeah.
bounce back like that against Leeds 4-0, so convincing, and then keep another clean sheet against Sunderland 3-0.
Don't rub
It's very,
salt
very
into Kevin's wound, man.
so I
Don't worry
think
about me. It's all
that's
good.
it's a level playing field and we have a better squad, so we should be able to deal with it. The only thing that I'm worried about is the pressure, which is why I said I always put the target back in December that after the Liverpool City game, I wanted Arsenal to have a double-digit advantage. We nearly had that with the 9 point when Szoboszlai scored, but now it's 6. Yeah, but sometimes you're thrown this kind of curveballs. You just got to maneuver yourself around it, man. You can't just have a clear rosy road.
Yeah.
How do you have a clear rosy road in a Premier League title race? So I think the boys just need to lock in and move forward.
But it's crazy what these game margins are, right? Like even if, like you mentioned, right, it could have been close to double figures, and then now it's 3. And then I think it's the same. That's what makes this season, although to a certain aspect, it's been dull, but it's been interesting because I think like the title race will go. I won't say to the last day. I think it will be wrapped up by then. European spots are tight as well. Relegation fight. The relegation fight is very close as well. So we will see. But I think Arsenal should get this job done because, like you mentioned, right, who has the better squad? City at this moment, they are defensively okay. They had a clean sheet this morning, but I feel their defense is not going to hold up like the clean sheets in every game. But
Yeah.
when I look at Arsenal, I can feel like they can really get the clean sheet. Even if they get one goal, doesn't matter. They still 3 points in the back, right? So I think Arsenal got this quite. We will see what happens. Kimit, I wanna ask you. So this is the one game that has not been played yet. So Arsenal and Brentford. What's your score prediction, mate?
I'm going to go Arsenal to win it by 2-0. But it's going to be a very tough 2-0. It's not going to be a comfortable 2-0. So it's going to be like a 1-0 goal that we get and then be better and better and better. And then late on, we kind of get a second goal. That's what I feel. And I think it's going to be super tough. I honestly won't be surprised if we drop points. I really won't. But I don't think we can afford to drop points because of whatever that happened at Anfield on Sunday. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Victor Gyökeres score today, bro. That's that's the one I want to know. Importantly,
I think I'm really not sure, bro. But I think he's getting better, lah. He's getting better. He's scoring goals and everything. But like what I always say, the goals part, yeah, it's part of the stats and everything. It's nice to look at. But the technical ability of a player is very important because the technical ability is what will result in sustainability of these stats. So you need to be able to. He needs to be better in certain aspects of his game. But I'm glad that now at least, he's in positions where he can tuck the ball into the back of the net. A few months ago, he was not even in these
yeah.
positions. He was like 2 wavelengths behind everybody else on the pitch. So there's improvement. So let's see whether he can go from gear to gear. Let's see.
As usual, when they talk about strikers, end of the day, you're gonna say that strikers, they feed off goals, right? And confidence only comes with goals. So he's in the right way at this moment. So that's about that. That summarizes up this game week 25 and 26. Let's see if Arsenal get the W in about 3
The,
hours time. So
the next
before
10
we
days.
end, you want to say something?
Sorry,
Go
bro. I
ahead.
just wanted to add the next 10 days are very pivotal because we play Brentford away, Wolves away, and Spurs away. And we play that Wolves away game as an extra fixture. So, which means that by the time we go, if we can get all 3 wins, we can potentially have a 9-point gap against City. Of course, yes, they will have a
Oh,
game in hand, but points on board is always better than games on hand. So, that 9-point
yeah.
might instill that mentality in City that they have zero room for error because if they do, it's done. So I think that,
Yeah.
the next 10 days is very, very important starting today. So hopefully the boys can deliver, man.
I think what works out for City when it comes to these things is the know
The
how.
mentality, yeah.
That is they've been here, right? And I've been annoyed
Yeah.
by this because they've taken the title from us like I think 2 times, even when Klopp. So for City, but I feel like when they knew how, their defense was better. This time round, I feel their defense is very subpar.
They
So
also don't have De Bruyne and Gundogan now. So that's
yeah,
very important.
I think they've
Yeah.
become like their leadership team. The leadership team is like if you look at Arsenal, you have your Declan Rice, you have your Gabriel, and all that, right? When I look at City now, to say their leaders are Bernardo Silva, and then Ruben
Ruben,
Dias doesn't really play much and all that, right? But
Rodri is also off it.
yeah, correct. I think
Rodri is-
he's been rushed. I feel like Rodri has been rushed.
Yeah.
We will see. We will come back to the end of the season and see how all of this plays out. So we had a double game week. So our goals of the week, team of the week, player of the week, Ballon d'Or, it's now open for you guys to choose from the 2 game weeks that we had. So your goal of the week, mine is going to be Soboslai's free kick.
mine also, bro. And it was a mad free kick. I've not seen. The last good free kick I saw was also his at first last.
Right. I feel like not many players attempt these things nowadays.
Yeah.
Right. The
You know,
direct free
when it
kick.
was at the range, remember, like you guys were saying, it's a bit too far. I say this is not too far, just nice for him.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. This guy really.
Fella, and then Donnarumma decided to just put a 2-man wall and think that that's going to suffice. Cal and Meet, your goals of the week.
Oh, my goal of the week is the Sesko one against West Ham. Because I felt it was a good striker's goal.
What
The
a
way he
beauty,
controlled it,
man.
and then it's like, I
And
didn't
that-
think he was going to score that, but the fact that he did, I was like, wow,
In the
Yeah.
timing of it, to get 1
Timing.
point from it.
Deflated.
Right?
dagger. That's good stuff for relegation battles. It really deflate them. Loved it.
I don't know whether he's really happy for the Sesko goal or
No, he's-
I don't know whether he because
West
No,
Ham
no,
of
I
it-
like that goal. I actually have another goal which I like more, but I think it will be too biased. I found the Leeds one, Calvert-Lewin, where he smartly chested all into the net. So I found
yeah.
I just
Hey,
like these weird goals. I found
Speak-
that one like, wow, this
speaking
guy is
of-
the brain. Wow, on another level.
Calvert-Lewin, he's now gotten 10 goals in the Premier League for Leeds, and that is a crazy thing
Solid,
for
No key player of the season. I say again,
free
$0.
transfer some more.
Free transfer.
And then when you look at Everton, they are lacking a striker, right? Sort
Yeah.
of thing, and then they let go this guy.
Let
Meet
him
your
go, yeah.
goal of the week.
I'm going to go with the goal that nearly gave me the title. Soboslai's goal.
Don't. Amazing. Okay, your team.
And I liked his
team
celebration
of the week.
also after
My
that.
team of the
I-
week.
I really liked his
I think
celebration
he
after
did
that.
that against Arsenal. against
Yeah,
Arsenal
bro.
as
That's
well.
why it
Inevitable.
caused, it was like, yeah, so good.
Magician. My team of the week, I'm going to give it to Bournemouth. So Bournemouth, game week 25, drew against Villa, and then this morning's game they beat Everton 2-1. And a couple of weeks ago, people are looking at Bournemouth. Oh, are they going to be in the relegation fight?
I am the
Bournemouth-
people, bro.
Bournemouth are currently 9th in the table. So shout out to Anthony Rola for stabilizing that again. So they are my pick for team of the week.
Push out.
Who you guys have, man?
For me,
I'm
I'm
going to
going
go-
with a bit biased. Yeah. You want to go
You
first?
go,
mate?
you go for it, bro. No, you go for it.
Okay, so I'm going to be a bit biased. I'm going to go for United, Manchester United.
Yeah,
The Tottenham game was nice. The Tottenham game was nice. And you know what I like? You know? I like there's free-flowing football, people doing tiki-taka, back heels, things I like to see. Like, you know what I mean? I enjoy a football game which has all these things. So
You also
Mm.
enjoy the title race for a while.
yeah. So,
At
not-
that moment,
The
he
way
was
he
still
said
in it. He
Aya,
was still in
the
it.
way he
Like,
said
yeah.
Aya was damn hilarious.
Meet your team of the week. Meet.
My team of the week is actually, ironically, the Bees. They have been doing really well. Brentford. They beat
Oh,
Newcastle.
yeah.
I think many, and we were talking about it before the pod. They beat Newcastle away. They beat Villa away. They've got to really tough grounds. Got a man
Crazy.
down against Villa and still managed to win. So I think what Keith Andrews has done with the players at his disposal and the players that he has lost and him being a
Man.
rookie manager, it's an amazing feat. I just want to give a full marks to him. But tonight, none of that, please, Keith Andrews. Tonight, you
He cannot.
chill, you relax.
Oh, when you mentioned Keith Andrews, right? My biggest worry is what you mentioned. Spurs go and hire Keith Andrews because he's doing well with Brentford. They seem capable of doing this sort of shit, you know.
Might as well
And
hire Ryan
finally,
Mason.
Kelvin, your team of the week is Leeds.
Hey, of course.
4 points,
Go with Leeds.
4 out of
because
6.
we beat Forest
Yeah.
comfortably. And then we had a robbery session in the bridge. What more can you ask? No,
That's right. I mean, completely
Because-
deserving of it, right?
yeah,
4 points out of 6,
I
and
wouldn't say
2.
deserve the 4 points, but that 1 point, I'll
Bro,
just take it.
when
Yeah,
when you can
I'll
get
just take it.
a point against the world champions, it's
Of
deserved,
course,
bro. Very
exactly.
well deserved. And your
Yeah.
player of the week, yeah, I have two. One is Okafor. I think important goals he's been contributing. And the other is, of course, if I'm putting my bias hat on, is going to be Kirkes. I think he's done well over the last 2 games, but it's not being helped by Gakpo lah. So your player of the week, guys.
I'll go first.
Mm-hmm.
He's not really been. Yeah, no. I'm going for James Milner for breaking the record.
Yeah, shout out to my boy, James Milner.
Ex-Leeds boy, so he deserves longevity. So I'm like
Crazy, right? The amount
crazy.
of games
He's gonna
that
break the
these
record.
guys.
Yeah.
Right, but I hope they let him break the record lah. Because he's not going to
They will lah,
start,
they will.
right? I hope they
Yeah.
bring him on more games. Ish and Meet, your
My
players.
player of the week is Haaland lah. Because I
Mm,
think like he was on a very bad goal draft. Then after the Liverpool game, I think he had a fantastic game. The Liverpool game, 1 assist, 1 goal. Then last time also he scored 1. So I think Haaland for me has shown character in terms of how to, come back as a striker lah. I mean, we all know his good quality. So yeah, for me Haaland.
And finally, Meet, your player of the week.
Mine
for
is
those 2
actually
games.
it's going to make Cal angry, but it's Somerville. I think he has been on really rich vein of form, and he has been doing very, very well.
Yeah, he's on form
Sorry,
now.
Cal.
Hey, when at one point of time when Liverpool were linked to Somerville, right? I was actually excited, but now of course he's like another Dutch player. He's Dutch, right?
Yeah, he's Dutch.
Is he
Then
Dutch?
Slot will go for him lah if they keep him in the job.
He's
If
Dutch.
they keep him in the job, then Slot will be wanting him badly for the summer lah. And finally, your Ballon d'Or, as I mentioned before, until the end of the season, I'm going to continue to give it to Arne Slot and Cody Gakpo. So we will continue because
As
of
a
what
duo,
these guys. Damn it, nothing else to say on my part. Enough.
Okay, then I'll go I'll go for that fat ass Greek guy.
Oh
Because
my God. I wanted
find
to
that
give
guy
the
is
same guy,
fucking
bro.
insane. Like he's
Mr. Mar-
crazy. No, but you can lah. You wanna? I let you talk lah. You wanna? That guy is
Mr.
insane,
you
bro.
go for it,
Like,
go for it.
Marinakis,
yeah, why are you? Yeah, why are you sacking? You want to get out of relegation battle. Now you're sacking a manager who sort of is good at getting you out of said relegation.
Yeah.
So, and they didn't really have like a atrocious time, no? Just put it into perspective. He was nominated for Manager of the Month in January. The Dyche.
It's sweet,
And then
bro.
just because
I
of
think Amorim also won like a Manager of the Month award and
Yeah,
got
yeah,
sacked. So.
Yeah,
but you
I
think
mean,
about it, it's so unfair to Sean Dyche because some of the results are not even his. It was Nuno's, it was Ange, and then they
Yeah.
brought him and he got some good results and then they sacked him because
Yeah.
I don't know, I completely hope they crash and burn. So Meet,
I-
you are going for
yeah,
Mr.
crash and burn,
Marinakis
true.
also?
No, I'll just change it. I'm going to give mine to Christian Romero. I think he's an absolute
Mhm.
bozo. He let his team down after coming out and giving that Instagram post and talking all about, stand up, fight for the badge. You go and do something like that. You cannot control things that are happening outside at the external level, at the boardroom level. But as a captain, you can at least do something for the other players who are looking up to you. And I think it's utter stupidity, man. He's just yeah.
Ish, and your Ballon d'Or.
It's the Frank lah, the UnitedStrand fucker. That's my head in, man. Really, I tell you.
His hair annoys me lah. His hair really annoys me. Like,
Right. And then, but everybody's now copying him, right? There's I won't shave until United win how
Yalah,
many
me lah.
games.
Nitin also wants to do it.
Oh yeah, bro. Nitin has so low expectation that he's not going to cut his hair until Spurs win one game in a
One
row.
game, huh?
He's not in a row. One game. It's not even. How do you say in a row and
In a row,
it's one
yeah.
game?
Yeah.
Just one game, bro. Spurs guys, do
Man,
the dude a favor, man.
Just add in lah. One game in a row. Just for him.
Do the dude a favor, man. He's like a new father. When he watches this game, he's tired. He need to take care of the baby.
Exactly, man.
Just give the guy some grace, man.
Someone
Spurs,
bringing his son into this, in the future.
yeah, he also
Aiyo.
somehow bringing his son all into it. So,
Sad lah.
help a brother out, man. Especially
brother
when
out, correct.
he's tired. Kelvin, how are you saying help a brother out when all along you've been asking them to be relegated also?
Yeah, no, help him lah by getting that one win. But when they relegated,
Kela is a number one hater in the group chat, by the way. I have not seen a hate of this level to all the teams actually. He just hits on everything.
fuck Forest, fuck West Ham, fuck Tottenham. let's take out another one. Fuck Brighton. I see some bad things in their future.
Brighton, I think I'm going to bring. Oh my God,
Brighton are the normie club. I fucking hate them. They are like, what are they doing? They just
They're going to bring
exist.
Dizabi back in, bro. I think they're going to bring Dizabi.
They
Okay,
won't bring
guys,
him back.
I'm just on my phone because I need to go through the FPL list, right?
Yeah.
And then I just saw that here we go. Raheem Sterling has
Feyenoord.
joined Feyenoord on a free
Yeah.
transfer. So, what is he doing here? I don't understand. After all the talk that he said he didn't want to leave England and all of that, now he's went to Netherlands.
I know.
I hope Netherlands also brings back Arne Slot. Bring him also like one shot. Bring him back to Feyenoord. Who's the manager now? Is it Van Persie?
Van Persie. So
Yeah,
he's actually going
yeah,
there to
Van
take
Persie.
over Van Persie's son, who got a bad
Yeah.
injury.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
correct.
Shakil Van Persie.
Quick hope a speedy recovery to Van Persie's son. And also I also see that Odebe is confirmed. He's ruptured his ACL. So
Sway lah, bro. They already
bad. I don't understand how. I think I will
Archically right
crash out.
back.
I really feel so bad for Nitin with all the injuries, right? And then you apart from the injuries, the results make you crash out. And then now you see all these injuries, right? Such a bad time for Spurs.
I'll go
So
full villain. I feel nothing.
Okay, Homelander.
Feel nothing.
And now our final thing to look at will be the FPL league. So of course this is not complete now because Arsenal have not played and it's a double game week.
My captains haven't played yet.
So
Triple
we
captain,
will
know somebody? I haven't played yet.
triple captain Gabriel, is it?
Who,
There's someone
Mitran?
triple
Yeah,
captain
Myth.
Gabriel?
Yeah,
Right.
Wait, is he
triple
injured?
captain, Yeah. No lah, why is he injured, bro?
Alright, so
How
yeah, bro, we
One-
don't say
how
this
is
sort of things and
how is
talk
Hey.
Gabriel injured?
Ruptured ACL.
I saw on
What the
Twitter
hell,
someone.
bro?
Huh?
What Twitter? Which
Bro.
page? No. What do you mean?
Bro, what
Where
dark
did you
web are you
see?
on?
No, I'm serious. No, I saw it.
Epstein
On,
files?
no, I'm serious because they say most people like triple captain, then like Gabriel injured or some shit. I don't know. I'm just asking.
Hey,
No,
you
no, no,
now
no, no,
setting
no.
off a chain
No,
of
no.
reaction.
Yeah,
Meat is
bro,
already
bro.
sick. Don't make him
No,
sicker.
no, no such thing, bro. He's not
No,
injured.
no news.
He's fine. No. You invented
Okay,
this
okay.
thing
I'm
up.
just like literally no. I didn't. I swear to God, bro. I saw it somewhere. Why would I?
Man
Dude,
U
I
fan,
never
ah.
wish.
You see,
I never
Out of the
wish.
title race now, you're trying to sabotage you.
Bro, I
mentally.
never ever wish injuries on players, man. You know
No
me,
lah,
man.
no lah,
I'm
I'm
not
kidding
you
like,
know
lah. I
how
know, of
Gabriel,
course.
how important Gabriel is.
Yeah, I'm joking
But if
also. I'm
Gabriel,
joking.
but to be in all honesty, if Gabriel is injured, right, I feel like Man U can really get back into the title race.
title race.
Oh, now we know
Stupid
where
Pradeep.
it
If you're
comes
listening to this,
from.
Pradeep. Okay, Pradeep, I tell you,
It's
if
from
you're
a dark,
listening,
very
right, I know
dark
you're not.
place.
Holy
I am
hell.
so angry with you. Why have
I
you
laugh-
planted this stupid idea?
I laughed
my
at
head.
this menu in the title race until my headphone also fell off. Lah. Okay, so going to the FPL standings. Nitin, this is more interesting than the Premier League at the moment because every week somebody else, like I said, the game week is not done. So at the moment, Nitin is at the top And then Kel is second. Oh, so we are doing well as a podcast. Meet is in third. So we know what we are talking about, guys. Other than Heikel lah. Heikel, I think is in like 22 or something like
Vibing,
that.
vibing.
Heikel is vibing this season. And you know what's the sad part?
Always
right?
at the wheel lah.
All
Yeah.
along, right? Heikel has been good at FPL. And then the season where we do this, right? He's like currently like 22nd and stuff like that. But it should a season too late lah. We are doing this because if we did this last season, I also would have enjoyed the league. Now I'm not enjoying it as much. So Ishmam is currently. Hey Ishmam, you fell below me already.
Bro,
I'm not
times are
8th.
bad lah.
You
Out of
you are
title
9th.
race, out of FPL, all this, everything I'm out lah.
Hey, but
Some
the
more
gap is.
creating rumors about injuries.
I'm not, bro, my days.
Joking.
But this race is not done because right at the top Nitin is with 1530 points, and 100 point in the FPL is nothing, right? Because you might just luck out with a triple captain. So play your chips, guys. You guys have like 12 game weeks left, so we see how fair we are with this thing. Play your chips, and we'll see. As mentioned, the guy at the end of the season is at the top. We'll buy the jersey for you. If Nitin wins, we might even have to put the championship patch for him. I don't know.
That one I pay. I pay for the patch.
So we've closed the league. So
Wow,
next year
wow.
we will open it again. So if people want to join it, you can next year. So that sums up our roundup for this week. As you guys know, we are also doing a survivor game. So this time round, Meat has been voted out. So he's not coming back. Maybe he's preparing for the. Maybe he's just upset with Ishmam after he said that Gabriel got
Gabriel
injured.
thing,
Nothing
He
those
doesn't-
rumors.
He
Nasty
doesn't want
rumors.
to come back. So yeah, so we'll wrap this up. So if you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. It helps us a lot. If you have not followed us on Spotify, do so. We can also be found on Instagram and TikTok, where you can see highlights of what we're doing in the week. We also have other content as well, such as gaming. We interview other people as well, which we hope to do so again soon. What you are not going to get from us are like gossips, like Property Lim Brothers, this one or that one, or you're not going to get from us lah. We are not that sort of podcast. But you are into things like gaming, sports, especially the Premier League, you should subscribe to us and follow us. So it's been a great episode. In 2.5 hours time, can Arsenal get the points? We will see. Catch you guys next week. This week is FA Cup, is
FA
it?
Cup. So
Oh,
next
so
week,
Ishmam has nothing to do this weekend because
Wow.
United will lock
Wow.
All
up.
these teams are nothing to play for. Yeah, sad.
So
No
we
wonder
will
he
catch
started the
you.
rumors.
Oh yeah.
Start the rumor. Some fucker on Twitter started it, bro.
Yeah. So
The
okay,
handle
guys,
is Ishmam.
if Gabriel gets injured in a couple of hours,
I'm
you heard it
sorry,
first.
guys.
Ishmam, because this
Guys,
episode
I'm
will
so
be out.
sorry. I literally
This episode will
read
be
something on Twitter.
This episode will be out after the game, so definitely. But just know that it's now 1:29 on February the 13th. Ishmam said that Gabriel is injured. So at 4 a.m., if Gabriel is injured,
Wow,
Ishmam
My
praying
God.
he doesn't get injured, bro. I'm gonna get so much hate, yeah.
Bro,
Nostradamus.
in our personal league, just if Gabriel really get injured, we should add 10 points for you just for the prediction. The
My
prediction.
God.
So
guys,
we
I
will catch
cannot
you guys
predict it.
on game week 27's roundup. It's been good. It's been fun. We hope you've listened up to this point. My name is Maddie.
I'm Ish.
I'm Cal.
See you on
Peace
game week
out, man.
27. Peace.
Ciao, ciao.